Welcome back. I'm gonna be real with y'all. We're gonna check out some videos, and I know y'all seen that first one. Uh, that was some crazy stuff right there. I don't know if that was real or not, but it looked real, didn't it? But I don't know.
See two things happen. You'll see a big split in the divide. You'll see a lot of people, half the people go towards no religion and drop religion, which is a multi-trillion-dollar industry.
Yeah.
And then you'll see another group of people, another 50% of the people will become extremists and believe and swear that these are the demons that are being prophesied about coming to get us. And these aliens we're working with Satan. And Satan's gonna get us, and this whole demon thing, and this Satan's and his demons, and the fallen army of heaven is coming down to beguile us. So you'll see this divide happen between non-believers and zealots. And that's what's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, even Tucker Carlson was just saying on some podcast that he thinks that he says he got some sort of like top secret information that he hasn't even shared with his wife, according to him, that says that this whole phenomenon is a spiritual phenomenon.
Well, the Bible does say, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." So I can see us wrestling with the spiritual world, and the spiritual world is more real than this physical world. So dude, we in trouble.
That any UFOs are angel and demon related.
Well, what I first discovered is these UFO phenomena, the 1%, not the 99%, they clearly violate the laws of physics. They're observed going through the atmosphere at thousands of miles per hour.
Oh, freedom. Look on the essay. My gosh.
Yet there's no sonic boom. There's no heat friction trail behind the, quote, craft. And there's 2,000 cases where they're documented as they're crashing into the earth. You go to the crash site, you see a shallow crater. If there's snow, the snow is melted. If there's vegetation, the vegetation is damaged. But when you go around the crater site, there's no artifacts, there's no debris. It's like when an airplane crashes into the earth, there's lots of debris to recover. With a UFO, there's nothing. But the fact that you got a crater, something real must have done that. And yet they violate the laws of physics. The one who's put the most research into it, that's Jacques Vallée. He's a French astrophysicist. Yes. He basically says we're dealing with something interdimensional. It's something that's not constrained by the dimensions of the universe. You mentioned angels, they would be a possible explanation.
Man, they would be a possible explanation. I think they are the explanation, to be honest with you. I mean, unless you can tell me something else that might be out there that's doing this, that's causing all this. We living in the end days, y'all. The end days. These are the final days. Dude. I don't know what to tell you. We living in the end days. Let's move to this next video.
This morning, a brain chip has been successfully implanted in a human, according to Elon Musk. The tech titan sharing a big breakthrough from his brain science startup company, Neuralink, saying it has implanted a device in a human for the first time, a possible step toward a product that Musk says enables control of your phone or computer and through them almost any device just by thinking. Musk posting Monday, the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. The initial results, he added, showed promising neuron spike detection, but Musk gave no additional details about the procedure, the patient, or the device the company implanted. Musk writing, initial users will be those who have lost the use of their limbs, discussing his vision for Neuralink back in 2019.
This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure important diseases, and ultimately to help secure humanity's future.
Why is nobody talking about the mark of the beast? Because that clearly is in line with the mark of the beast. Putting chips inside of people, they've been trying to put microchips inside of people. been trying to put microchips inside of people's hands so they can pay where you won't be able to. And the Bible says this exactly. You won't be able to eat. You won't be able to work unless you accept the mark of the beast and be able to pay for your stuff and be able to live in society unless you accept the mark of the beast. So the Bible clearly says this, and we're living it. It's crazy. I mean, they were just talking about microchips being put in people's hands and paying for it now. Now they want to put microchips in people's brains, and come on now. Jesus. Look at this world we in. Man.
Why does it feel like we are living in a freaking episode of Black Mirror? This is crazy. Check out this video from the World Economic Forum. It is absolutely insane.
Even you can't believe how productive you've been. Your memo is finished, your inbox is under control, and you're feeling sharper than you have in a decade. Sensing your joy, your playlist shifts to your favorite song, sending chills up your spine as the music begins to play. You glance at the program running in the background on your computer screen and notice a now familiar sight that appears whenever you're overloaded with pleasure. Your theta brainwave activity decreasing in the temporal regions of your brain. You mentally move the cursor to the left and scroll through your brain data over the past few hours. See your stress levels rising as the deadline to finish your memo approached, causing a peak in your beta brainwave activity right before an alert popped up, telling you to take a brain break. But what's that unusual change in your brain activity when you're asleep? It started earlier in the month. You sent a text message to your doctor with a mental swipe of your cursor. Could you take a quick look at my brain data? Anything to worry about? Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little.
This is a real video.
But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present.
What the?
You breathe a sigh of relief when the email she sends you later that day congratulates you on your brain metrics from the past quarter, which have earned you another performance bonus. You head home jamming to the music, with your work-issued brain-sensing earbuds still in. When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data,
This is insane.
the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year.
This is the World Economic Forum. This is
That one of your
stupid.
coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with.
What?
While you know you're innocent of any crime, you've been secretly working with him on
They're
a new startup
looking at your
venture.
brain waves.
Shaking, you remove your earbuds.
What do you think? Is it a future you're ready for? You may be surprised to learn that it's a future that has already arrived.
At this point, I'm just gonna sound like a broken record because this whole video has been nothing but, like, every TikTok I've seen so far has been nothing but proving the point of the end time. Everything so far in this whole video has been proving the point of the end time. Dude, this must be my most depressing video. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Oh my God.
Do you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? What? Is to act like it didn't happen.
Ariana Grande has to say about the devil.
This one was just like, it was just like a story that we made up and we're going with, and like, yeah, Tommy was like, what about I've seen the devil? And I was like, oh yeah, that's fun. Let's tell that story. And then, yeah.
That seems fun.
Yeah, I love that my Tommy was like, what about the devil? I was like, fun, you know? Like, what? No, sorry. Oh God, the conspiracies that are going to come from that clip. Anyway.
You will be another member of the Illuminati. That's my favorite thing.
I love that thing too.
Everyone always thinks we're part of the Illuminati. And somebody was like, yeah, they're witches. I'm like, if I'm a witch, I have the least amount of power in the world.
That is like such a thing. Like I have like friends whose moms are like,
a thing.
Is it true? And I'm like, what?
I had a family member ask me.
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah.
Cheers. So scary.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
Of the Illuminati.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Is that really the truth?
No.
Final question.
That was my point. Y'all see. Am I telling the truth? Y'all see. So, come on now. That's what more evidence do you need? The best way to hide something is in plain sight. The best way. And tell everybody it's not there. That's the greatest deception. They say the devil's greatest deception is to make you believe that he's not real. And most people will think, oh, he's not real. The devil's not real. You can't sell your soul. Yeah, okay. When you end up in hell, then you gonna wish you listen. I'm telling you, you don't want to spend your life there.
Of alien crafts at Holloman Air Force Base. What did you see, Mr. Shuttle?
I saw footage of 3 disc-shaped crafts. One of the crafts landed and 2 of them went away.
Why did it land?
It appeared to be in trouble because it oscillated all the way down to the ground. A sliding door opened, the ramp was extended, and out came 3 aliens.
What did they look like?
Well, they were human-sized. They had odd gray complexion and a pronounced nose. They wore tight-fitting jumpsuits, thin headdresses that appeared to be communication devices. In their hands, they held a translator. A Holloman base commander and other Air Force officers went out to meet them.
You actually saw these aliens on the film?
Yes.
This film footage sounded very, very special, and we wanted to use it as the ending of our television special. At the last minute, the film was confiscated, and we lost the whole finale of our show, but what I saw and heard was enough to convince me that, the phenomenon of UFOs is real, very real. What did your superior officers tell you?
I was told it was theatrical footage the Air Force has purchased to make a training film.
Well, that sounds plausible, doesn't it?
Well, if it were a theatrical film, why didn't I have a record of this? It was my job to keep accurate records of all audiovisual purchases.
See what he said at the end there? Why didn't he have a record of it when he was the person that always kept the records of everything? So they kept him out of the loop. Come on now. You can fool some of the people sometime, but you can't fool all of the people all the time. Let's put it like that.
Around the heart, and they found through their experimentation that depending on your mental state, it changes the energy readings of your actual heart. The heart-brain connection.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
It is not as commonly known that the heart actually sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. They've actually discovered that there are about 80,000 neurons in the heart.
80,000
now,
neurons?
Respectively, that's not a lot.
No, but
we're talking there's trillions in the brain.
But there's neurons.
It thinks.
Yes.
In a limited capacity, it thinks. In other words, not only does the heart respond to the brain, but the brain continuously responds to the heart. During stress and negative emotions, when the heart rhythm pattern is erratic, it's disordered, the corresponding pattern of neural signals traveling from the heart to the brain inhibit higher cognitive functions, limiting our ability to think more clearly, remember, learn, reason, make effective decisions.
Hey, you know what that sounds like? Low vibrational fear.
Yeah.
You know how fear puts you in a
fogs our faculties of our mind. In contrast, the more ordered and stable pattern of the heart's input to the brain during positive emotional states has the opposite effect. It facilitates higher cognitive function and reinforces positive feelings and emotional stability.
Real quick, that just puts the nail in the coffin of the importance of mental health right there.
For sure.
You can't actually function as a human if you're not taking care of yourself.
Hey, so that's all I got for right now. So thanks for joining me. See you next time. Like, subscribe, comment below your thoughts, and see you next time. Deuces.